Hi, I'm Barbara Humpton, CEO of Siemens USA. Thanks for joining the Optimistic Outlook. I'm recording this just a couple of days after addressing graduates from Western Governors University in Seattle, Washington. Like many commencement speakers, I wanted to encourage graduates as I congratulated them, but I recognize that this is an uncertain time. AI is changing everything. These new graduates will need to navigate AI's impact on the future, on how we live, work, and learn. And so my encouragement became more of a reassurance. Yes, AI will change how we work, but something powerful will also happen in the process. We'll have more time for the things that really matter. The most important job for today's graduates, then, is simply this: be human, uniquely, unequivocally human. Take a listen now for the full speech. It was about 8 minutes. And then I'll be back with some wrap-up comments. I hope you enjoy it. President Pulsifer, faculty and staff, friends and family, I'm so honored by this huge privilege. It's a longstanding tradition at graduations to send students out into the quote-unquote real world. What I love about WGU is that you bring higher education into the real world. You don't see learning as over here and in one corner and life is over there. You combine them. And to reach this graduation day, many of you have managed the competing demands of work, family, and school. You've used the model of online education, a model which barely existed a decade ago, to reach the amazing milestone of earning a degree. I believe you're modeling the future of education, one that leverages technology in support of human goals. And this is exactly what I want to talk to you about today: the space where technical progress and human excellence overlap, and what that means for you. The influence of technology on how we live, work, and learn is growing every day. You can't turn on the news, watch a YouTube video, or scroll through TikTok without running into AI content. Most of you have probably already used AI to take notes, make videos, or write code. And you've probably heard how industries are quickly embracing AI to make everything faster, cheaper, and more productive. So maybe, as you sit here today with degrees in nursing or education, you're asking yourself, does it even matter? Have I worked so hard for this degree only for AI to make it less valuable? In a year, or 3 or 5, will AI take my job? Well, I'm here to tell you, as the CEO of a technology company, as someone who uses industrial and generative AI and who encourages others to do so, the answer is no. Will AI change the way you work? Almost certainly. It will suggest code, summarize meetings, help you plan lessons. And by doing this, it will free you up to focus on tasks that really matter. Technology doesn't replace humans. It expands what's humanly possible. And so I'm here to share that your most important job going forward might surprise you. Be human. What makes humans special? We care. In fact, one of our mantras at Siemens is, we take care of each other. We say this because while technology can empower us, empathy is not programmable. The ability to care, to connect with others, is uniquely human. Being human is having the ability to change and grow, or to fail. I'm sure many of you have faced some setbacks on the way to graduation day, but you adapted and persevered to achieve this goal, and you're a better human because of it. Here are 2 more traits that make us special. 2 human traits every employer looks for: curiosity and initiative. After all, AI waits for your prompts. It can help you iron out details, model and predict outcomes, even prototype new machines. But it's humans who ask that fundamental question: what if? It's the human who acts, who has purpose, values, and a passion for solving problems. These uniquely human traits are not only irreplaceable, in our tech-driven world, they're becoming increasingly valuable. And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. Look at the World Economic Forum's latest Future of Jobs report. They asked employers what skills they were looking for in their workers. And what did they find? AI and big data top the list of fastest growing skills. But creative thinking, resilience, flexibility, agility, curiosity, and lifelong learning continue to rise in importance. The question then is, how do you achieve this? What does it mean to be human in the workplace? Here's where I'll offer you some classic graduation advice. First, lean into your unique gifts. For me, college graduation marked the end of my formal education. My senior year, I was recruited by IBM to be a software developer and assigned to a big national security project. Let me tell you, when you work on a project like that, you can feel like a tiny cog in a big machine. But I quickly discovered something only I could contribute. I could draw cartoons. Probably not what you expected to hear, right? But really, this was my unique gift among my peers. It helped liven up our team projects. It became my creative outlet at work, and it created a sense of fun for my colleagues and me. Now, here's a second piece of advice. Always remember, you are enough. I was told repeatedly during my career that I wasn't executive material. I was too nice, too optimistic. I smiled too much. That was a terrible thing to hear, and worse, I believed it. It made me feel stuck. Not only that my leadership style was wrong, but there was nothing I could do about it. And then, after years of this, something happened. The concept of who could be a leader and what it meant to lead changed. Empathy mattered. Authenticity mattered. Suddenly, it was valuable to be the person I was. So don't just bring your humanity to work, pursue it. Cherish the traits that make you who you are, instead of fighting to fit into a mold that just isn't you. You are enough. And my last piece of advice is this: find the joy. Throughout your life, there will be times of uncertainty, times when nothing is going your way, times that, like what you saw up on the screen, when your boss's boss politely asks you to get out of the way. And you know what your job is then, once you've simmered down? Find the joy. No matter how simple, no matter how small. Look to your children, your friendships, your hobbies. Look to what's possible. No job is the only job you'll ever have. AI cannot feel joy. It can simulate joy, it can define it, but only you can experience it. By nurturing a little joy, even in tough times, you will practice humanity. That will make you a better worker and a better person. So to the WGU graduates of 2025, this is it. This is your moment to bring your gifts, skills, and humanity to the world. This is your moment to take charge of the technology in your life, to make it work for you in support of your human abilities, to be creative, thoughtful, curious, empathetic, and bold. Because while technology will evolve, bringing new AI chatbots and social media content and self-driving cars, being human, profoundly, uniquely human, will never become obsolete. It will never go out of style. Thank you and congratulations. Creativity, empathy, flexibility, curiosity. What other traits would you add to the list that only humans can bring to the future of work? I'd love to see them in the comments on LinkedIn. And a huge thanks to Western Governors University for the invitation to speak in this year's graduation ceremony in Seattle. It's always a huge honor to participate in these special occasions. Before we wrap, let me also share that in an upcoming episode, I'll chat with WGU President Scott Pulsifer about how the school is thinking about the future of education. So make sure you keep an eye out for that episode on your favorite podcasting platform. And now go to the show notes to find a written version of the speech. Thanks for listening.
Please follow us on social media and on your favorite podcasting platform. Thank you for tuning in.